All right, this is one of those unplanned, impromptu, let's just show kind of the shit I'm doing kind of videos. So welcome back. I'm back. This is my spiral path, and today I'm trying to save myself some more money. Because if y'all noticed, but it's been hot this summer. And I thought, because we're, into August now, September is off in that blue, beautiful, autumnal colored future that I'm looking forward to. But it's still going to be over 100 degrees almost every day this week. Showing my wonderful fashion sense this morning because today was the only morning on the forecast that it was going to be below 80 degrees after sunrise from my app. And I hadn't mowed my lawn since before I went to Michigan, and even then I hadn't mowed it. So anyway, it's been like 3 weeks or more since I mowed my lawn. Luckily it's been very dry, so it hasn't grown much, but I had to get out this morning and mow the lawn. So I'm still from mowing the lawn. But these are my kitchen windows. They face south and east, so this time of the morning the sun comes in here. In the winter time, it is one of the most glorious things in the world to come in here and have the sun filling the room, and it's warming up and it's lovely. But as the day goes on and the sun comes down here on this brick floor, I can walk through here and it's like the floor is heated because the sun has been shining on the brick floor. It's been passive solar, again, great in the wintertime, not so much when it's 105 degrees outside. So, of course, these old single pane windows with a BB hole in them, that my painters never came back and cleaned up the paint on the outside. So just another fun thing I get to do sometime this fall on ladders that I hate. But what I am doing, what I have already so fashionably done to this far window is I'm a bit of a pack rat, or not really a pack rat. But I do tend to save things. I think, oh, that's going to come in handy later. And I'm glad I did it. So these are those, back when I first started, and I don't get them anymore, but for a while there I was getting like the food services, Green Chef. I don't know, all those home boxes, food comes that all the other YouTubers are getting sponsorships from, but, not that big yet. Anyway, back in the day, I used to get those, and at the time the boxes were lined with these Mylar bubble wrap lining to keep things cold. Eventually, either the kind of box food I got or just in general the packaging changed to more biodegradable, recyclable, which was great, but I'm glad I saved these when I did I saved them at the time because I was doing a lot more camping and backpacking at the time. And I thought I could make little, hot wraps for your little hot water thing that you heat your water on when you're backpacking. And I had the aluminum cups that got too hot to hold, but keep them. Anyway, figured I could do something like that with these, make some insulated bags. I don't know, I even thought maybe I'd collect enough of them and I'd make an insulated blanket for my hammock. Never did any of those things. Maybe someday I will. But with it so hot, Henry, honey, Henry, thank you. It's been so hot, my electric bill has been way over $300 for 2 months in a row. I cannot afford that. Last month, I think I alluded to it in my last video, or one of my last videos, while I was in Michigan, I thought I was going to save so much money in August because I was going away for 2 weeks, and I was going to turn my air conditioning to a higher level but tolerable to keep it cool enough to keep, the house not too hot. Cats were going to be here. I didn't want too hot for the cats, but still didn't have to be the level that I lived at. So I was like, yes, I'm going to save some money in August. And I put in a new programmable thermostat that I could check things from the distance, remotely. Well, I was checking things, and I can also check my power usage from both my power company and through this app on my phone for my thermostat. And it was saying my house was 85, 90 degrees, and my air conditioner was just running nonstop. And granted, it was 100 some degrees too. Well, my friend who was watching the house and watching the cats, noticed this too, and checked out my air conditioner and realized that the fan on the top of the compressor-y thing, technical terms, wasn't spinning. So they took it apart and lubricated it and cooled it off and got it going again, and it worked it limped along until I got home. And then it still was sort of limping along, but not doing a very good job. This cat is obsessed with these things for some reason. So the day after I got home, we went to the electrical supply company here in town, bought a new fan, installed the new fan. Worked a little bit, it was still 100 plus degrees. I would go out and hose down the air conditioner to cool it off in the afternoon when it just got so stupid hot it couldn't keep up. And then I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm going to call air conditioning company because something's still not quite doing the job. And so I called air conditioning company. They came. Freon was fine. The system is not as old as I thought it was, thank God. And it's about 15 years old, which I thought it was maybe 20 to 30 years old. So, but we discovered that we put the fan in upside down. So it was, instead of blowing the air up and out of the unit, it was blowing the hot air down into the unit. So the unit was still overheating and not being able to keep up. Thank God we caught it when we did, because it was blowing out the whole unit. He flipped that around, inexpensive fix, relatively, and it's been working better, but it's still so bloody hot that in the afternoon, no matter what I set the thermostat on, it gets in the mid 80s in the center part of my house. So I'm going to try, I can just standing here, this sun, I can feel the radiant heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip these apart. Oh shit, yeah, that worked. And unfortunately I don't have any pretty tape. Like, I thought I had some silver, well, just old-fashioned duct tape, but I had some silver, like for the dryer vent tape, but I can't find it. So we're just going to use black Gorilla tape because that's what I have. And I'm going to put my house from the alley is going to look a little bit like a crack house or a grow house, but guess what? I don't care. And plus nobody goes up and down my alley, and I have no neighbors on that side right now anyway. So we're going to tape this together. I just did it really simple. I had 4 of these panels taped together. And then I took down these things that are on spring rods and just wrapped it around, made a little channel, and stuck it back up there. So again, it's very simple. I don't even know if I would call this a DIY project necessarily. It's a get her done because I can't live like this any longer. So let's get her done. What are you doing, Henry? Silly boy. Oh shoot, I ripped that one. Guess I could get scissors. Sometimes you don't need to resort to brute force, just use the right tool for the job. sitting on the tape? No. What did I just do with the tape? Oh, there it is. I mean, if I made these pretty. Oh, wait, I did those wrong. They go the other way. Oh, shit. Here we go. How do they go? They go this way. Widthwise, yeah. Okay, I guess I did do it right. Oh, good thing I'm pretty. That's a joke. Okay. All right, Henry, we had it right the first time. Oh, we ripped that tape right there so it doesn't do its job. I mean, if I did them somehow pretty or use this as a lining, and that's what I'm thinking that maybe in the future, I'll try to take these apart and use this as a lining inside some blinds. So they're insulated blinds, but they're fabric and they don't look, you know, like this. That they would also help in the wintertime. I almost could reverse them so that the silver is reflecting the heat back into the house. Hey. Or something like that, but yeah, it's just warm up here. Whew, just the heat coming in there. It's amazing, the difference. These balances needed to go away anyway, so they're very dusty and they're ugly. Gorilla tape is kind of overkill, but I'm just using what I got. Oh yeah. Let's cover that up. Oh wait, did I put on? The wrong way. And I taped it the wrong way on this one. Gosh darn it, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I wanted all the tape on the outside so I don't have to look at the black tape on the inside of the house. But I don't care, to be quite honest. Yeah. I want to reduce the temperature of my house by 15 or 20 degrees. That's what I'm going for. Now, 3 or 4 degrees would actually just be enough, to be honest. But yeah, 3 or 4 degrees. It feels cooler in here already. Hi, I got the camera the wrong way. Whatever. Well, it's not pretty. Not by any stretch of the imagination. No one would think, oh, that's a deconstructed industrial choice that you've made in your kitchen. No, it's very deconstructed. But good Lord, it feels cooler in here immediately. Immediately. That morning sun is not cooking it up in here. So, good idea. Now, I do believe you can buy this stuff at, you know, your home center by the roll. So, they make, like, they do make insulated, reflective type liner, drapery liner fabric, you know, stuff similar to this, I think. So, I still haven't quite figured out how, when I redo the kitchen, what's happening in here drapery wise, but I do believe what is going, I've kind of come to the conclusion. I like the always privacy provided by these shutters. Unfortunately, these shutters are inoperable, and that's annoying because they've been painted and they're inoperable. And I don't know if I have it within me to get them operable again. And so I think what might happen, I'm debating between a number of different things. I think I definitely want some kind of insulated Roman shades that wrap with like a box valance on top for utility, for insulation, both summer and winter, that on days like today I can bring down to the halfway point and insulate away from the sun and the heat. Also, in the brutal cold winter, same thing. Have them overlap the frames so that it's really well tight. Or inside, I don't know. I think, no, I want to do the box because I don't want to just do a valance on top. We'll see what I end up finding and doing, but you know how it is. But the bottom half, I don't want a big long Roman shade that comes all the way down because I want privacy on the bottom half even when the Roman shade is up. Yes, they do, you can, and I probably could, make Roman shades that open bottom and top. You know, you've seen that? I don't think that's what I want. That, you know, they would stay, I don't think that's what I want. So I think I'm either going to repurpose, do something with the shutters. One suggestion I was given was to cut the the louver parts out and fill the cavities here with ruched fabric. It's a possibility. But then it's I guess it's a dirt catcher no matter what, if it's louvers or if it's fabric. But the other thing it would be to do cafe curtains. Now keep in mind, I am 5'6". Just the bottom half of this window alone goes from my knees to the top of my head. Do I have a tape measure in this drawer? Used to. No, I don't. I'm going to guesstimate, just based on the other windows in this house, that this is a 4-foot window. I measured them once, I don't remember. This is 4 foot, that's the 8-foot window total. So even just the 4 foot, I mean, a lot of people's homes, this is the size of their window in their kitchen. You know, and I've got 4 of them like this. The one over the window seat doesn't really need to be as protected as these because it has a tree shading it. So anyway, that's enough from there. I just thought I'd share this. Like, sometimes you gotta improvise. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. And today, when I saw the weather predictions of more 100-degree weather, I was like, I've been thinking of doing this all summer. Wish I had done it 2 months ago, but I didn't want to look at ugly bubble wrap on my windows. And I guess I could go, you know, if I had regular drapes that I could just close over that, put the bubble wrap behind them, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I don't. So, again, nobody's coming over, and if they do, I'll be like, hey, you pay my electric bills, you can judge my decor in my kitchen windows. And just looking at those windows when I got up there, oh, that's a big job. It's a big job. I got some window work to do, and I don't know how I'm ever gonna have the time, ability, and money to do it, but it can be done. Save your old windows. Peace out. So here is 24 hours after putting up the ugliest window treatments in the world, practically. It's going to get very hot today, but at 8:45 in the morning, it is 81 degrees outside and just a touch humid. And it is 70 degrees in this kitchen. My thermostat is set at 78. So that is quite amazing. It was about 73 or 4, I believe, when I came in here an hour ago. But my thermostat had been set at 80 all night. And I decided to get it a little cooler, just to cool it off in here. And then hopefully it will stay cooler as the day goes on. Oh, and here, let's just look at Henry, because he's a little mad that he doesn't have a sunny spot to lie in anymore in the sun in the morning in here, but he'll survive. Hey, that is not a cat-friendly plant. He's never actually chewed it, and watch, he'll do it on camera, and then the whole internet will hate me. All right, bye.